Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, Bassman will not be with us today. He forgot that he had a family thing on today, but he will be with us tomorrow. I believe he will hopefully be bringing some of his artwork, which will be kind of cool for a change of pace. Now, today, I figured I toyed with the idea of getting stuck more into the 109 and the P51, but I reckon I'm going to go on with the Batmobile, largely because it'll give me a bit of time to catch up on Bassman, because he's far further down the track on that one than I am, and that's the nuts and bolts is what we'll be doing today. Oh, hey, Big Racer, how you doing? Now, to that end, good people. To that end. First things first. We all know the drill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Round we come. Bing. Now, excuse me a brief moment. I'm back. Now, there were a few things I wanted to tidy up. I can probably zoom in a wee bit here. Straight away. Some of them in the jet black, and we might as well get that done. Eins, zwei. This little spot here along the bottom didn't quite get nailed. Make sure it's okay on the other side. See if there's anywhere else I want to get a little bit more heavy with my paint on. No, I think it's just possibly here. I might go a little bit on certain spots, but we should be good. Now, how do I want to position this for drying purposes? Because I wouldn't mind doing some up the top here too. Let me think about this for a moment. Maybe. Oh no. I should probably get my model building jig again, because that would be the thing. That way I can just go splatch. So that would work. Now, is there any other black I want to tidy up immediately? Yes, just a little bit here. So we'll do that. And also some red there, actually, but we'll worry about that later. This is some chassis black I want to tidy up, so we'll pop that there. Yes, the doors. So we'll do them, make them a bit nicer. You can't see what I'm handling here. I'll need to move the camera a bit. Sorry, guys. There we go. And up. So I'll tidy them up a bit because they're looking a bit tatty. Although I'm a little bit unsure. Is that... Yeah. Just try to make sure there's no actual tape here. I have on occasion been sufficiently blind and not noticed it at all. But I think I'm good. So let's go into that pile. All of these are good. I can go away. Now, excuse me. What I also wanted to do today, if I can get all of this done, I'll be very happy. I wanted to do, come here. Actually, I wouldn't mind painting that, but I wanted to do this a different color. As you can see, I've lost one of my little bat things here, but I'm going to call a 3D printing place today and get that fixed. There's a couple of things I also need to get them to make. I'll be hitting this with chrome, so they can go in the same pile as there. I will also need... here's more jet black that needs to happen. Bam. All right, that'll do. There's different colors we can work on today. That works for me. All right, let's start with jet black. What I would like to get first is my model stand, and I should probably clear a space to put it for when I have finished painting. Let's get all this cleared out. I don't need the surface, so I should probably put that away. Never mind. Let's just clear that. Put that away too. Good God, boy, so much shit here. Now, it's all. I'm all sort of clearing over there to try and clear a space for. Give me a moment. Ah. Oh, a bit tender for some reason. Now, this will fix our situation as far as where to put the hole when it's drying. Now, excuse me. Yeah, that'll do it. I should be able to just clear this out. Even that's not quite right. Let's grab a seat and we'll sort this out, shall we? Now, let's see how I'm going to want this to go on. Where are you guys looking at the moment? I'll bring it in front of us. Now, I should really tighten this up and put it together properly. But I'm a very lazy man. Now, that will, yeah, but it's still sagging off, isn't it? Oh, hang on. All right. That should do it. Right. Now, lower the camera a bit. And see how stable. Oh, that's really stable. That's good. Right. I'll probably keep it on there when I paint with it. I will probably clear out a bit more space. But I am clearing out a bit more space just to make it that little bit easier. All right. We are looking for jet black. Boom. Let's mix. I might just zoom out a bit. Oop, too far. Rightio. Now, next. Which side did I want to nail? It's the other side. You get back here. Out you go. Right. So I'll need to pick it up anyway. All right. That's fine. Gee, in which case I may as well as place that there. Actually, I know what I'll do. I have a cunning plan. No, I don't. It's a very simple plan. It's not that cunning at all. We're good to go. Now, let's get a paint pot happening, shall we? Now, oh dear Lord. Some of these, there we go. Some of the paints, for reasons, I like to just whack some paper in the bottom of a paint pot, clean the paint out, and to therefore also kill some of the fumes. But the thing is, that some paints are really, really sticky for reasons that I'm unable to be absolutely sure of. Whatever the reason, it's a pain in the ass. Well, not a pain. It can be frustrating. It's the bottom line here. Now. We're going to go through a bit of this today. And there's quite a bit that we've got to do with the big brush, so we may as well. Now, yeah, they can. That's good. Okay. Give me a moment. Okay. Yeah. There's just a bit here of fiddling with on the chairs. All right. Let's get down to business, people. Nice big brush here. I really need to be in a bit closer. Dearie me. I've just noticed. Where did I put? Oh, come on now. Probably the other one. No, it is the other one. Come here, you. What the fuck? If I put the wrong black. If I have, I'm going to be very annoyed, but I probably, yes, I have. Well, I thought it looked a little dull. Never mind. Never mind. Brain of a fucking duck, you know. Oh, well, at least I noticed before I put it on. Yeah. What was I thinking? Never mind. I'll probably end up having to throw that paint pot away. All right. There are times, people. There are times. I suppose on the brighter side, at least I can laugh about it. And at least it didn't go on the kit. That's probably the bigger one. All right. Actually, how well mixed is that one? Yeah. Let's do this. Take two. That's a better look. Yeah, much more glossy. It's just as well I noticed that plug was out then, isn't it? Otherwise, I'd be having a major grump. All right. Well, it didn't happen, so that's all good. I was with a woman who, if something could have happened but didn't, she'd still carp on. Like this major disaster had occurred, and then at the end you have to turn to her and say, well, but did it happen? No, but it could have. Yeah, well, the reality is it didn't. I'm sure we've all encountered that sort of scenario. And it's just like, no, look, man, relax. When you've actually got something to deal with, then worry about it. That's already looking nicer. That's the ticket. Now, do I think I need to do more? I'll possibly just, there, that'll do it. There we go. That's better. Oh, maybe a little more. Because it's thin paint, it can be a bit, in certain lights, you want it nice and that black to look nice and pretty. And certain lights, if it looks thin, probably means it is. There we go. I'm trying to look at it from angles that sort of like show that it's thin. And there we are. Yes, now we're getting some good solid coverage. That's the ticket. Much nicer. Oh, hey, Jeff, how are you doing? Now, there we go. Right, now I'm happy with it. I wouldn't mind doing a bit more up here, perhaps. Into there. Yeah. Now, what I'd also like to do get in there is just to come into I'm good, mate. I'm very good. I've got at my course today. I'm rather looking forward to that, actually. There's a few things I need to assess, and it's helping me understand more what I need to get onto, because the way business is promoted these days is very different to how it was done when I was last in business. So that's a big job to change your layout. But I dare say that is part of the fun. A bit more. We'll check the other side. There we go. Why, you little. No. Oh, this thing. Yo. Now, what I can do. There we go. That's where it needs to be. And breathe. Oh, that's better. As far as stability I'm talking about. Now, I'm glad I've chosen to just run the brush over a few little spots here and there. The paint job's looking much nicer for that. Hang on a moment, I'm just gonna, can't quite see what your last comment is there, Jeff. Give me a moment. It roll over a bit. Sometimes I can work out what the words are, sometimes I can't. My eyesight is sufficiently bad, it becomes more of a decoding thing. Now, we shall pop this over here. On the whole, I'm pretty happy with how the whole paint job is looking now. This is good. Well, yeah, so long as it's all good. That's always the big one. Big winner, isn't it? Now, I caused this part here to suffer a bit of varnish burn, so I'll fix that up. And there's a couple of things on here I might just give a bit of love to. Just to make sure it's all pretty. Nice, that's better. I should probably zoom in just a little bit. Now, might go into there a bit too. All right, that's that tidied. And I wouldn't mind maybe giving the bonnet a bit of love. A couple of spots there. Then we'll do the doors. And then, let's see, what's the time? I do need to be aware of the time because, of course, like I said, I got my course this morning. Right, now, and bit there. I should just finish there. That's better. There's a couple of spots where it's looking a little bit rough. Just tidy it up. There we go. Now, do I want to go around the edge a bit more? Probably. I might, in due course. Yeah, it's a good idea. Do the edge. And I might give this a serious amount of painting, but overall, the kit will look so much better for it, and there will be much rejoicing. Yes, there will. There we go. Now, how much more of this colour have I got to go? Quite a lot. Never mind. but the paint will look nice, and that's important. I'm pretty much going to have to do all of the inside of the bonnet. I'm a bit annoyed with how that's come up. That's my own handiwork. I can't blame the manufacturer or anything like that. I was just clumsy with my varnishing. Served me right. Not a disaster. It's just a bit of a pain in the ass. But what do? You tidy it up. That's what you do. Now, I might get a little into there. I don't think that shows. I think it goes more that way. Delay. So I hope all you guys are doing very well. I am, as I said, doing very well. But as I say to people, I'm always doing well. I live in a country that is pretty well off. I mean, let's face it, born and raised in Australia. I've won the global lottery. This is always my take on it. Further, I live in a society set up for and by white heterosexual men, of which I am one. Phew, the wins just keep coming. So on any given day, I'm doing well. These are facts. Now I'm just trying to think where I've got to go today. Beyond the course. Or when I'm going to get a good opportunity, perhaps more's the point, to get to the hobby shop. And that's probably not going to be till Wednesday. I've got to go to town for my bass lesson. So yeah, the reason that becomes important is because I need to pick up some white paint for the crime computer. Actually, I do have white paint. Why am I going and buying some? I ask you, Rob. See how we go for time. That falls a bit into the category of not essential immediately. It's more of a latter stage of assembly thing. Although I would probably prefer to use an enamel because I made the mistake of painting it black. And a lacquer might be too thin to overpower it, whereas an enamel might take a couple of coats, but will, in really short order, go, yeah, fuck you to the black. This is my take on it. It won't say that in as many words, obviously. It'll possibly even be a bit more polite than that. It might even give it an excuse me, do you mind? But ultimately, I'll be able to get that job done with better, I think, with an enamel. That was my rationale as to why I wanted to go and buy some. I remember now. If they've got Model Master, I'll grab some of them for sure. Now, right, that's that all tidied up. There we go. Mouthful of coffee required. Now, oh yeah. Next, we'll do the door, or the doors, plural. Alright. Now, for some of this, I'll want to get a finer brush onto the game, but some of it, a little bit close there, but that's okay, got away with it. There we go. And maybe and next we'll go across there. As you can gather, my headset just chose then to die. Now, but it is back on now. Across there. Now, you know, they're starting to come together. All starting to look very pretty. Now, I will get a smaller brush around some parts of those, around these bits on the side panels. So I just want to tidy up a few bits there. But they're coming up quite nicely now. It shouldn't require too much yakka to get them done. So yeah, actually it wouldn't require any yakka by the term yakka, which I'm guessing most of your is not common in most of the countries that you guys are in. It's an Australian slang thing. Hard work, hard yakka. Not quite sure. I'd be curious to find out what the origins of it are. be that as it may, yeah, this is not, would not, however hard work would fiddly this gets to, this is not hard yakka. Far too delicate for that. There was actually a brand of shorts that utilised that, and they were indeed called hard yakka. Good shorts too. I used to use them to play rugby in, because they could take a hammering. But the inherent problem was that any shorts I wore had was they were hellishly, always hellishly, even the baggy ones were hellishly tight on my legs. And because I spent a lot of time on the bottom of rucks, it was quite common for a sprig to get in there and suddenly I was one short, yeah, bam, there goes my shorts. And I was forever going through shorts. I got to a point where I couldn't be fucked changing them or buying new ones. I just figured, no, they're only going to get ripped to shit anyway. Eventually, I can't remember who it was. One of them was saying, "Look, dude, you're in A grade. You can't just go there strutting out there. Look, man, I'm always getting my shorts shredded. So you understand that, but whatever, man. It's just a pain in the ass." All right. There we go. That's that attended to. Because there was a little bit there I wanted to get onto. There's still a couple of little bits in there I want to get onto, but that's another story. Now, these, I can actually probably take these bits of tape off. And we will do, as we were doing, we'll just go get nice and close to this big one, and then do the rest with a small brush. And then we'll do all of those small brush bits with yeah, a small brush, and then we'll change colors. I reckon the first option will probably be that, the chassis black. Yes, I know, pedantry. Now, if I can get the chairs done, I'll actually be quite happy, because they, oh yeah, that's going to come up looking nice. They need to be done for us to be able to assemble the cockpit, of course. So yeah. Now, if I come down here, good. Now, down here. Yeah. You know, this is something I should do programs of, as in for mental health groups. I should see if I can organise them to get me to do scale models with groups. That's not the silliest idea I've ever had, you know. Although, something to think about in the future. Anyway, let us continue painting these chairs. So if you can start to see, I'll give you a zoom in a minute, because you can start to see on the side as to how it's going to come up. And I think it's going to look really good, which is, of course, ultimately the aim of the game. Now, oh yeah, coolness. Trying to think which brush I will use to finish this off, but they are definitely starting to come together now. In fact, probably better angle would be that one. So you can start to see how they're going to come up, bearing in mind so there's the front. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get stuck into that front area right now. I am. But you can see the idea on what I'm trying to create there, I think. Now, now some of this I've already cut in, which is rather good. We're going to make this a bit easier. What I might even do, give me a moment. That's just great. Where is there? Whew. There's a wheel I had just painted here for the 109, and fuck's sake, come here, you. And then my bloody cord slipped right the way down the back. Yeah, anyway, I almost lost the wheel. That's the bottom line. because what I want to do, this is getting a bit of a pain in the ass to hold steady. So maybe if I do that, that's better. All right. Ah, yes, we're getting places now. Couple of little tidy ups, but that's okay. That's okay. Ah, now you can definitely see where I'm trying to take this. Once we've got these front areas. Oh, wow. Oh, cool. I'll show you something in a minute. Yes, I will. I just want to get the best angle on this. Give me a moment. Here we go. There we go. That's the ticket. Aha. And maybe just a little. All right. Aha. I can show you something. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get set up pretty much on the way there. But of course, around the other side, we want to try and get all of. Now I'm going to use a thinner brush than the one I'm currently got on my hand. Well, actually, I can probably get a little more close than that, and I reckon I will. The way I'll achieve that is, now let's just see, yep, to just, there we go. Ooh, careful now. Yeah, that's better. The reason I would like to get as close as I can with this big brush is it naturally has the capacity to get, obviously hold more paint, thus apply more vigorously, and that will make it easier to get a nice sound coating. That's the theory. Now I might do a bit more tidying up on here just for a moment. There we go. There we are. All right, next. That way, I guess. Oop, hit focus. Actually, no, I'll go that way. We'll come. All right. Next, the problem I'm going to have, now that I look at this possible, no, I'll be right. I'm wondering about getting into there, but it's not going to be that hard. Being a drama queen. Now, where's the time? Yep, we're doing well. I reckon I'll get the seats done today, which I'll be happy about. Now, almost there. Oh, wait a minute, gotta do this. Yes. Doing better than I thought. The very worst I will get achieved today with these chairs is to have them at the point where there's just a little bit of a tidy up on them, you know what I mean? But I reckon I'm going to get these done, and I'll be pretty happy for that. Now, all right. Now, my next port of call down the side here. Actually, no, I'm going to go into there for a moment. And now, all right, that's that. Now we're going to go across there. That's that. As a quick little aside, it's a term, there's a scene in Family Guy where the term Mr. That's That comes into play. And me and a mate use it. The seem to recall it's Peter and Lois, and start having a discussion as to who's going to go and see Meg's recital. And I think Peter's the first one to try out the line of "That's that," and is that right, Mister? That's that. And I can't remember what the next point is, but at one stage she's grabbed him, driven his face into the rug that is in there, which happens to be red. And at one stage, once she's got him to acquiesce, she, whilst continuing to grind his face into the rug, the line is, "Do you like eating red carpet?" "Yes." Then it flashes outside, and there's Quagmire walking past, and all he hears is, "Do you like eating red carpet?" And Peter going, "Yes." He just falls and starts convulsing, giggity. It's all very excited by that. Yes, so that's right, Mister. That's that. Almost there with this one, anyway. Now, I'll be needing my goggles to finish these off. But that's okay. That's okay. I would say there's a very good chance that I'll have not only the seats, but the door. What was that? I've just knocked on the floor. Well, that doesn't matter. I can pick that up later. And indeed, the door panels completed today. This is good. All right. All coming together. Neatly. Excuse me, I've got an itchy neck. That's need to have a bit of a scratch. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Now we'll come across here. And yes. If you wonder what I'm yesing about, I just noticing that there's a bit from the inside on this. I thought I'd done all of that. I haven't yet. Just what I'm yesing about. right. Now, it will come. Here. All right, now I'm going to finish off that little inner area there on this one. And then once I've done or finished doing the big brush work on the other one, we can get the small brush out and finish the chairs off. That's the plan. And it's coming together fairly well. Now, we come around here. All right. So then just down there. Oh, wow. We are definitely getting close to this getting done. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Yep. Now it's just this inner area down the sides here. Then we can get the small brush out on them. But, yeah, pretty happy with how they're looking overall. Now we'll go. There. That's better. Feel like I've got a bit more control of the. That's the stuff. Alrighty. Now I'm going to come across there. Oh, hey, David. When we start doing the ships, will you be able to join us live? Because that would be cool. Now, almost there. What brush should I? I think I can see the brush I will use to finish these off. I just use my phone. Yeah, phone and a headset. That's all I use as a thing. So you can do it that simply, and then go via Droid Cam. But then you also need a bracket to hold your phone. All right, now I'm going to get a little more. The more I use this, the more I think I might be able to pull off this really close and to a fair point, even. Almost. Now, yeah, now getting a little too adventurous there, perhaps. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, it's not disastrous. I can just. Ooh. Yeah, I think I would prefer. It'd be easier, but or is it? I don't know. There's certainly some merit to using this bigger brush in this job. It does require a lot more control. But if I can get really close with it, and I am, then the overall effect will be better, I think. Yeah. Alrighty. Whew. Couple of little touches on this, but they will then be absolutely peachy. Now, so I reckon I've got the methodology And the technique's sorted to be able to get nice and close with this brush. Yeah. It's not going to take too much tidying up on those edges now. That's good. We're almost there, guys. Yay! Okay. Next. And after this, it is definitely small brush time. But there we go. Now, next. We shall go. All right. We shall get. Might just try a little bit here at the top. Yeah, we'll. Right. Let me clean this. This is where we're at now. Just need to tidy up the small bits, but they're coming along nicely now. There we go. Very quickly with this brush. There we go. Now, oop. Now, I reckon I'm going to put the small brush around those chairs and hopefully the door panels as well I'll have time for. We'll see how we go on that front. Let's Let's see, time. Cutting it fine though. I mean, my other option, I don't know, I'd rather see if, hang on. Yeah, I'll get this, hang on a moment, give this a bit more of a, and I don't think it'll, yeah, I may as well just get started on them at least. Yeah. We finally got it clean. Being a bit stubborn today, but it did take on a lot of paint. And this brush, I reckon. Goggles. Oh, hey, John, how you doing? Now, we'll get a bit into here. And getting more into here. And here. And across there. And down. And now there's some touches on the red we need to do to make it look properly pretty. But they're starting to look very nice now. Alrighty. Now, alright, now we'll come up there. Actually, we'll come down here, more's the point, I think. Be a better way of going about that one. Whoops, got a bit carried away there. That's okay, we can tidy. Getting there. There we are. Yeah, that'll be a bit more here. Now, just this little area here needs to be done up a bit, and then it's just red touch-ups. But oh, nice one, big boy. That one came off very smoothly. And then just around there. I'll give you a zoom in. And I would say then I'll also need to wind the stream up. Didn't get all that I would like to have gotten done completed, but I've done quite well overall. At least my hull is now up to speed. The seats are almost done. The door panels are fairly tidy, need a little bit of work, but now it's all pretty much starting to happen. I know that's going to be red. And all right. Bam. Bam. Yep. Few little tidy ups, but yeah, starting to look pretty. One thing I'll also do very quickly, because this won't take long, is just into here a little. There it is. There's the angle. Just getting onto the inside here. There we are. Boom. Now I still need to do a little bit of red on that as well. All I'm doing there is just consolidating the black in here. So yeah. All right, now of course we've gotten bonnet nice and pretty. I wasn't entirely happy with that, and I reckon I can actually pick this up now. Whole looking much nicer for those little bits of attention. So that's what we got done today. Goggles off. Yeah, it's coming along. I'm going to clean my brush and then I shall wind up the stream. There's not much more I need to paint, happily. There is, of course, the decaling to be done. But that's all good. But on the other side of the equation now, it starts to come down to more incidental colours, if you follow me. Which is good, because then it becomes a thing that where you can do a whole stack of colours in one go, because they're not touching each other. This is the joy. And because the amount involved is not that great either, is part of the theory. Alrighty. Whoop, forgot to zoom out. I think that's as far as I go. It is as far as I go. Alrighty. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. Now, tomorrow Bassman will be back, and I believe he will be bringing some of his artwork with him. So we'll be having a bit of an online art show. So if you'd like to join us for that, that would be rather cool. Now, tomorrow I'll be back. Oh, wait, I forgot. First-time viewers, follow, like, or subscribe. You know you want to. If you'd like to track me down other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And what am I going to suggest, people? What am I going to suggest? Follow, like, or subscribe. Very simple. Now, other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on. Wait, I've already tried this out. I have. Gone into Dave. My cybernetics has started to freak out. Anyway, what if I just had a brain fart there? Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll be back tomorrow. Is the bottom line here. Bassman will be joining us. He'll be showing our artwork. Not quite sure how many pieces he's got lined up to show. Depending on various factors, we may be doing the Batmobile tomorrow. We may not. Either way, we'll be on at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous. Oh, good day, Scott. Yeah, I haven't caught. I should try and catch up on Little History's channel, but I haven't had much. I've been really flat out beyond doing my own streams. But yeah, good to see you. Thanks for swinging past. And thanks to everybody for watching again. And I'll catch you tomorrow. See yous.